Welcome to the Money Down, the Believe Network, presented by FanDuel, man. Back again with another episode. Appreciate y'all tuning back in. We had another good weekend of football. We had some questionable calls, some close games, some last second finishes. And Warren is here this week, so you already know what type of time he gonna be on. Although we all know he said he was cool, calm, and collected over the weekend, but I'm calling cap.
Wasn't no stress, wasn't no pressure, and I ain't gonna say too much. Y'all know we here. What DK say? Man, on business way. That's what we do.
You want stressed?
No, that's my wife. She literally asked me, "How can you not be stressed right now when your team might lose?" And all I said was, "We have an MVP. We got one of the most explosive offenses in the league. You got DA, you got Puka, which, I mean, top 5 receivers in the league right now in terms of like in the NFL in terms of production, touchdowns, things like that. I mean, I can't be. What is there to be stressed about, right? Matt Stafford's been here before. We got a vet. It ain't like he a rookie, right? Obviously." Bears defense was on that. Bears defense was humming. But I just think at the end of the game, you got Stafford versus Caleb. I'm taking Staffy 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, 12 times out of 10, 15 times out of 10. You hear me? When you got 9, it's all good. Everything gonna be when you got 9, everything gonna be fine.
Them boy really had y'all. Them boy played. But y'all made the play. I got to say,
I'm not gonna lie. They had us in the fourth quarter. But in overtime, we handled that.
Overtime.
I think the play to go to OT was crazy though. Like,
bro, that jump was so
no PI, no offensive pass interference.
It wasn't though. I don't think it was.
They never call him that at that point in the game either. You know what I mean? It's just, if you the DB, you just like, ain't no way he making that throw in the first place.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Ain't no way he get his ball back here.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he misjudged it. I thought he was trying to go for the swat down or the pick, and he just played shallow, right? Because in that situation,
I can see that.
Yeah, and in that situation, so you know better than anybody, like being a DB, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but y'all usually like plaster in that situation.
Yeah,
and y'all sticky to y'all man, right? So I just think it's one of those things where he probably just misjudged it.
Yeah, I can see that now that you say it. I just think it was just odd to me the amount of separation it was, at the point of the catch, especially with a tight end. I can understand if it's a speedy receiver or somebody who, might have broke out and, Caleb found him in the back of the pylon, in the end zone. But it just was so much separation for it to be a corner on a tight end. And I mean, credit to both, Caleb and the tight end for just being able to connect on that play, because 4th down, right on the money. I think I seen something. The probability of them completing that was like 16 or 17%, and it get completed, right? So, they had to come up big in that situation, but it just was odd to me the amount of separation between the DB and the offensive catcher. That kind of was like, it gotta be PI, and nothing was called.
Yeah, crazy throw from Caleb too, man. Sure. I have no idea how in the world you even get the ball
from 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage,
moving backwards. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. But shout out to him, man. Ben Johnson Company didn't even think they would be
great year.
Yeah, great year for them.
Bro, as they continue to mature, as Ben Johnson continues to get comfortable, them boys gonna be a problem, dog.
Yeah.
And my fault, Warren. You got to think too. In a division like that, right? Don't get me wrong. Detroit was a little down this year. The Packers, faced injuries late, but a division like that with powerhouses like the Packers, like Detroit, Minnesota had a down year, but they gonna somehow find a way to correct it. For them to have the 1 seed and Ben Johnson, that being his first year. This is first year there. With a roster last year too that, we kind of knew was good. We knew that they had the pieces around, but there's no way. I don't think anybody had it in the deck of cards for them to come out and be the 1 seed this year. So, shout out to just the front office, coaches, staff, players, of how they've been able to kind of turn that ship around. And, you done showed us that you can win. Now you gotta keep it going. So we'll see how that turn out.
Yeah, I gotta talk about the interception at OT, man. Gotta talk about DJ Moore, man. 'Cause I know a lot of people probably watching the game like Caleb Williams threw a book in OT, but to me that was on DJ Moore. I mean, a lot of times you get play call in the huddle, not necessarily designed to get the coverage you need to get. They got the ball fast, but it's all close safety. I don't know whether he just thought, oh, I ain't getting the ball. It was close safety.
Closer to the mic, James.
It looked like he should have been crossing the safety's face, and I need to come a little bit flat to give his quarterback an opportunity to get the ball to him. And obviously, his quarterback trusted him in that situation, but you can't do that when the game on the line, man. We literally going down to potentially kick a field goal to win the game. You essentially jogging, kind of give it up on the play, and then it obviously looked bad on your quarterback. Got him looking sideways. So, I mean that's a tough play in my opinion. Like I said, DJ Moore's a very good football player, but to me, you just can't have that. Especially, you really can't have it at all. But especially in that type of situation, we trying to win a game that goes to the NFC Championship. You stopping your route, so I didn't necessarily like that. And you've seen that with the Bears over the last several weeks. I mean, just the previous week, you saw like Luther Burden running the wrong route, caused Caleb to throw a pick. So, it's a lot of that going on throughout this season for them. So if they can erase a little bit of that, those little mental errors or those mental lapses, then they probably wouldn't be having to come back every single week to making these miraculous plays to try and win games. So I think that's a step they can take in the right direction coming next year in the second year with the coaching staff, which I'm sure they'll watch a lot of those plays this offseason and figure out how we can get a little bit better to win us a few more games. So that'll be some growing pains that a lot of those dudes have to live with going forward. We'll keep it in the NFC, though. We'll talk about, the blowout of the weekend, the Seahawks versus the 49ers from the first play of the game.
Over with, man.
It was over with. Shaheed
was on a different type of time.
Back. I mean, it's tough to play there, man. It's tough to play there in the regular season. It's tough to play there in the playoffs with the 12s and everything. And it was rocking. They was flying around. I mean, 49ers, they were getting banged up. McCaffrey got hurt early. The tight end that was stepping in for George Kittle, he got banged up some too. So it's just so unfortunate for that team. I mean, even for them, never thought they would have been at this point. With all the injuries that they had. So it's a great year for Kyle Shanahan and company. I got to give him a ton of credit as a coach for majority of your star power being hurt and you still being competitive. I know y'all got beat down, but it's still an impressive season nonetheless. So I don't know what y'all thoughts on that game.
I just want to say, I mean, the NFC playoffs has been dominated by the NFC West, right? Like you look at the Rams are obviously in the NFC Championship, the Seattle NFC Championship, and then even with the 49ers, and you talking about all the injuries they had, I mean, you think about it always seems like with them, it's not just key contributors, it's their superstars, it's the people that you're relying on to be healthy to go out there and win, right? Like I know they lost Bosa earlier this year, and I know they lost Fred earlier this year. Now here it is, Kittle gonna be gone for the playoffs, and then into some of next year, probably all of next year, right? So I just want to give a shout out to them. Like you said, Kyle, I've always been the one to express that I kind of want Kyle out of there, and I feel like his his time as far as getting them over the hump, and I do think their window has passed, but what he's been able to do as far as just being able to steer that ship and get them into the playoffs and also make some noise, I mean, you got to give credit to him. But I think, James, you talked about it, man, having to go to Seattle, that just playing there has always been tough, right? Like I don't hear many NFL stadiums that give a lot of people that I've talked to that's played in the league that college football, like crazy atmosphere, home advantage, home field advantage, and everybody I've talked to say the 12s in Seattle, it give you that feeling. So, for any team that's going there, especially in the playoffs, you're going to have to be on your A game, and good luck. That's another hurdle and step that you have to somehow, find a way to overcome.
But they also be amplifying their sound with the speakers and all that stuff too. So
whatever it take, man.
I mean,
it's illegal.
I don't know.
But no, before
they were loud as hell on that TV when you took
the 12s is loud, dog. Yeah, the 12s is loud, man. So always going to be a tough place to play for anybody that goes into Seattle. The noise is always a factor. The fans are great, like you said, from guys that we've talked to that have played there. I mean, it's a hard place to win. So, I mean, And then also, we talked about it, guys being injured and stuff like that and banged up for San Fran. I mean, they got what they talking about at electrical substation or whatever they next to. They need to figure that out.
They go find anything with all them injuries. They trying to find a reason.
I ain't gonna. Yeah. They need to get rid of. They need to get rid of that. The
trainers.
They need to go.
Yeah, figure something out.
It's something going on. It's pretty ridiculous. And hey, man, Perk, you not getting away this. We got tag Perk in for this one. We got we got tag Perk in for this.
Superman saw Lex Luthor.
Yeah. That went down this week.
Lex Luthor was dressed up in black and white during that game.
I agree with you, man. Them boys highway robbery, fam. Them boys robbed them boys.
Yeah, okay, so here's what I'll say. You can't turn the ball over 5 times on the road and expect to win.
Yeah.
That being said, I think, especially in the wake of the Bo Nix injury, we all would rather see Buffalo, New England this weekend than New England, Denver this coming weekend. Yeah, Denver's defense is good. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, Buffalo was able to move the ball pretty well all game. That fumble right before the end of the first half that Josh was just, I don't even know what he was thinking. Those 3 points pretty much decided the game, right? That cheap field goal they got late ends up being the difference there. Because if they don't get that, the Bills probably win in regulation. We knew the Bills were, even down 10 going into the second half. I wasn't that worried as a Bills fan because this team's been a second half team all year, like the Bears in a lot of ways. But just the turnovers were ridiculous, and it spotlighted yet again the inadequacies in the roster, especially at the wide receiver position and on the defensive line. The Bills only pressured Bo Nix on 20% of his dropbacks, which is the lowest rate Bo Nix had faced this entire season. And, the Bills' Achilles heel has always been in the playoffs that they can't get pressure on the quarterbacks, whether it's been Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow or whoever. And the Bills' pass rush was woefully inept. They thought that, bringing in Hoyt, who in like the 3 games he played was amazing, but he got hurt and was out for the season. Warren knows him well.
Ram product.
Yeah, and he was really good, but,
he was. That's where he came from. And he was great with the Rams.
And he was really good in the 3 games he played, but he got injured. And then but the turnovers, and I mean, I'm sure we can talk about the McDermott firing, which I think is incredibly stupid from this team. The person that needs to go is Brandon Beane, the general manager, not the coach, because the problem isn't the coaching. Sean McDermott does more with less on the defensive side of the ball every year. They're the number 1 pass defense in the league this year, despite having like 2 players, maybe 3 players that would start on any other playoff roster on the defensive side of the ball, right? I mean, you look at Benford, Ed Oliver, but he was only healthy for 4 games, 6 games, something like that, like barely healthy, and Matt Milano. And, it's embarrassing, quite frankly, to see, everything that went down. Everything that went down for the Bills, and I'm kind of ashamed right now, if I'm being completely honest, in what they're doing. And it's clear to me that Brandon Beane, the general manager, just has Terry and Kim Pagula's ear, and they're going with that. And I don't think you're going to get a better coach than Sean McDermott out there on the market now. And I think it's a massive step backwards. But this game was infuriating and disheartening, and I still feel like they should have won, and they didn't. But it comes down to the turnovers and not being able to close, on the defensive line, getting pressure on Bo Nix.
Yeah.
It was a tough game for sure. You go ahead.
No, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I think we all here know, right? Like you said perfectly, you can't go and turn the ball over 5 times, especially on the road. I just think what was uncharacteristic to me, and I'm not putting it all on Josh, because I think Josh played big in the moments that he had to.
Yes, he did.
And like I said, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, right? Like when Buffalo gotta go score, they gonna put points on the board. But I just seen him miss like 2 or 3 throws in that game where it's just
he doesn't have a single receiver that can get separation. And you look at the play calling, all they're doing is throwing quick screens to Shakir and allowing him to to work after the catch.
So I don't know if it was I know he missed one to. I know he missed one to the tight end, and
he missed one to Dawson Knox.
Right, he missed one to Dawson Knox. That's like MVP quarterback in that moment. You got to make that throw. You know, and then I think he missed another one that might have been to the end zone and like a post or something. I can't remember.
But I mean, that dude is so beat up. Like,
he had a year.
He's playing through a Lisfranc injury. He's playing through a million different things in the past couple of weeks that he's just, carrying that, not just in that entire franchise, but that entire city on his back. And
I just feel bad for y'all, Perk, because if it was any other time, this was the year, dog. Like, this was the year.
Mahomes out, Lamar out.
I mean, so many people. If it was going to be any other year, this was the year, and he came close, so.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but it's also the life of a Buffalo fan, man. Like, this is what I grew up with. I grew up with losing 4 straight Super Bowls.
Can't even be disappointed. You just got to be happy that y'all got this far. You got to be happy you made it this far, bro.
I'm disappointed. It's what I'm disappointed in. And I would have loved their odds, going into Foxborough this week, because they already won in Foxborough once this year, but it's disheartening. And then, like I said, just having the audacity to fire Sean McDermott, who did more with less, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and they've got.
But he couldn't win though.
Yeah, he can't get over the hump.
But that's hard, bro. A lot of head coaches this year got fired because they couldn't get over the hump. It wasn't because they was losing; they just couldn't make that next jump.
Yeah. And I heard, I mean, obviously just rumors that, he complained about the roster and all that to the GM and company, like when they met before he got fired or whatnot, which, I mean, hey, y'all boy ain't doing y'all job either.
Yeah. No, y'all got to get up out of there too.
Yeah. So
clear the whole house.
What they do, they promoted the general manager. They promoted him. So the guy who's responsible for the roster, they promoted him when he can't find a wideout to save his life and can't get a pass rush and is picking up freaking like Shaq Thompson off the scrap heap to start a linebacker.
Shaq Thompson still got some life in him.
He still got some life in him, but like Shaq Thompson, Matt Milano combined like 7 years old.
Catch a strays.
Don't get me wrong, Shaq played awesome this year. Like, don't get me wrong, but like they have no young guys there on the defense.
Yeah, future for the
that
right. I mean, JP Jordan Poyer, I think he's in like year 12, 13 right now. Y'all got Tre'Davious White, the one that committed the big penalty. He in like year 14. He came in with me, so I know he been around for a long time. Y'all. I mean, y'all did get a good pickup with Bosa, but I just don't think, man, the problem isn't the defense. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the firepower, man. You just got to have some more firepower, man. James Cook and Josh Allen can't be the guys that score all the points. I mean, even though they got this far with those guys scoring all the points, because I want to say Cook's had 15, close to 20 tubs, probably 15, 16 tubs. Josh Allen had 20, 30, 40 tubs. Like, well, where the rest of y'all tubs coming from? It's hard. It's hard, man. You got a first round guy that on the outside that hasn't quite panned out, and everybody's just waiting for him to turn the corner. You got a tight end that's able to get you. He ain't no Goddard or he ain't no Kelsey or anything like that. But man, you got a guy that's serviceable, and that's there for you. You got a slot receiver that never drops passes. You got to figure out a way to get some more firepower on the outside, man. If nobody can respect that outside guy, it's a long season for anybody that's on offense.
But that's what's so surprising to me, because when Diggs was there and Josh had a true number one, you seen the magic and how pretty much I want to say damn near unstoppable they was. It was just one team that had their number. And my thing is, since Diggs has left, it's like they haven't. I get it, right? Stefan's a unique individual. It take a certain organization to be able to, formulate around him and get on the top. For everybody to be on the same page. But it's just weird to me that that front.
He's more of a celebrity than a football player at this point.
No,
for real. He's a great player. He's a really good football player. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but You know, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a celebrity now, right? I'm just being real with you. Like he balling. Don't get me wrong. Like he balling, bro. Like I don't take nothing away from what he doing on the field, bro. But he's more of a celebrity now. He got the celebrity girlfriend, you know, and that's the same thing for Kelsey. You know, Kelsey is a celebrity. He got the celebrity girlfriend. They're more celebrities now than actual football players. That's not to say that they can't ball or they missing a step or they falling off or anything, but they're getting talked about more for being the boyfriend of such and such and all the bullshit stuff that come with that.
Yeah. I just find it weird that Buffalo front office hasn't tried to make that connection with Josh in a true number one instead of going the drafting route where you can go out in free agency. I know the money ain't there, but AJ Brown, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing out a name of a caliber of the type of receiver that Diggs was when he was there in Buffalo that they need to pair Josh with. Like you said, the firepower.
You're going to get another diva, though.
Yeah, but that's what they probably think.
But that's what come with it, though. I mean, I honestly don't think you can name me one diva in the league.
I'm like, if I'm Buffalo, why didn't, the Rams wouldn't got Devontae last year? Why didn't the Bills go get Devontae? Right?
I thought that's what I thought.
Puka, I just feel like, bro, Puka is one of those guys that's not going to be a diva. Like, bro, he had to split the time with
Puka's
Cooper.
Not afraid to run
Cooper Cup. You know what I'm saying? Like he had to split the backfield. Nah, that's right though. But if you're gonna be a
here you go. Look at this boy.
Hey, what person?
I said Puka's not afraid to run his mouth.
The cool security guard right there.
Hey, you can't even get a word.
Can't even say his name.
We ain't finna take this point. We ain't finna take Puka slander
of the Rams.
We ain't gonna take Puka slander now.
I was showing him love. I'm just saying, like
I'm talking about Perk.
He's an example of a guy that it's not going to be a diva. He done had games where he had 2 or 3 catches when Coop was there. He was going for the record and all that stuff. He done had games where he had 10, 13 catches. He's just one of those big time receivers that know, like, man, my time gonna either come this game or next game, or eventually my time gonna come. But he just always sit back. He always smiling. He always relaxing. They're not always winning, but they do win. And you got a quarterback that throw that ball 35, 40 times. You know what I'm saying? A game. So that Josh gonna throw the ball, bro. But again, like you guys said, man, he's gonna find them tight ends. He's gonna find them Khalil, those guys. He's gonna find James Cook, guys that he know gonna be there for him whenever he needs to make a play. Like he ain't looking for like a Keon Coleman, or he ain't looking for those guys. I'm with you, Sojourn, bro. I don't know what it takes for them to get a guy over there that's gonna stick with them, because Diggs was a good receiver, bro. Obviously you gotta most of them good guys, not all of them. Most of them good guys, they, like y'all said, they're gonna be divas, bro. They're gonna be divas. You gotta deal with it.
They want the ball, so this is kind of is what it is. That's what comes with the territory. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting for the Bills this all season, man. It's gonna be a lot of moving parts as far as coaching staff, figuring out the receivers, the defense, and
I want to ask you guys though. Like, we might as well hop into this right now. Who should the Bills hire as their coach? Because I have thoughts, but I'm curious more as to what y'all think.
Who you think?
I want Brian Flores.
So B-Flow is I think to all of us the number one coach but I've seen him linked to Pittsburgh, which it kind of makes sense for him to go.
Yeah, he used to that makes sense.
There. It kind of makes sense for him to go back there. I know he was there maybe 2-3 years ago as a was he the DC
linebacker coach?
Linebacker coach. And he just that blue collar like defense, hard nosed defense, different looks, blitz, like that just fit them. Outside of that, man, I really don't know. But I do think a lot of these coaches that took jobs would have waited if that Buffalo job came available
earlier.
I think Harbaugh probably is like
trying to race that ink.
You feel me?
Damn. I could have just jumped across the street.
My dream was Flores and then Mike McDaniel is the OC, but McDaniel just announced that he's going to be the Chargers OC,
which is
that's gonna be nice, bro. That's gonna be nice.
For Herbert gonna go digital.
Yeah, he gonna go crazy, bro. McDaniel's know how to do it right, bro. He know how to get it open, bro. Tyreek Hill, Tyreek is a baller, bro. But I mean, he getting guys he doing all kind of crazy stuff with guys like that, gadget plays and stuff like that. Like he's the innovative mind.
Yeah.
To me, it probably got to be Dayball, though. I mean, he was their OG.
Did say that.
I mean, like Dayball's a good football coach. He could get with the like LG. Like he could be one of the guys. He can coach you hard. Like he can get up underneath your skin, do all that stuff he need to do to try and get the best stuff out of you. Obviously, it just depends on who he bring in as his defensive coordinator, because that's going to be a big emphasis for y'all going into next year.
I know people have talked about Chris Shula, who's the DC with Warren's Rams, and
Rams house.
Clint Kubiak.
I was going to say Clint Kubiak. I was going to say Kubiak.
And I know Jesse Minter is a hot name too, who's the DC up in Seattle, I think.
For the Chargers.
For the Chargers, yeah. But Dabes, I'm cool with Dabes. He was a great OC for the Bills, right? He's the guy who turned Josh into Josh, along with Stephon, right? You got to give most of the credit to those two guys. But I that's a lateral move at best for the Bills, going from McDermott, who I think,
you give Joe Brady a chance.
I mean, I like Joe Brady a lot, but I also think that the play calling got really stale in the second half of the year, because all they were doing was just throwing quick screens to Shakir. Like that's like that their entire offense. There was a stat in like third and long, like the Bills threw something like 40% more like quick screens than any other team in the league, but that's a personnel problem, and so I still don't.
That's what I was gonna say.
I still don't think any of that really matters until you get a wide receiver one. And I also, they're losing two starters on the offensive line to free agency. The McGovern, the center, and Dave Edwards, still starting left guard, are both set to be free agents. They're losing their offensive line coach. Aaron Kramer retired, and their offensive line has been incredible the past couple of seasons. And so to me, if you're going to bring in an offensive mind, you got to bring in a really good offensive line coach too. And those guys are hard to find.
We can say this before we wrap the Bills up, Pert. All that sound good. What's y'all GM's name?
Brandon Bean.
If Bean can't figure out something with the money and getting other people in, y'all gonna be in the same situation y'all in.
That boy Bean on the bean.
100%.
Yeah, you gotta get it figured out. Tough decisions you gotta make this offseason, man. We'll talk about the final game from this past weekend. Pats Texans. There's a defensive football game for the most part. Real sloppy turnovers, all that stuff. Strip sacks. I mean, it was ugly on both sides for a little bit. Then obviously the Patriots made enough plays on offense to go and win that football game. I think missing Ramondre for the most part of that first half. I guess he got poked in the eye or something. You could tell the offense was a little bit off kilter. They couldn't really run the football that well. I mean, he's a little bit better pass protector at his current time than with Trey. Great in college. He still get it figured out. I would do my first year in the league as far as pass protection.
Crazy as hell, man.
them chips, like he wasn't getting enough on them chips with Will Anderson. Will Anderson, he eat my dog Will Campbell up on that. You need that chip help when it comes to those young butts on that line, but yeah, man, guys like CJ, that people been frying CJ. Like, I mean, goodness, they let him have it. Like, I hate to be a quarterback and have a rough game, man. I get it. Like he did play bad.
Played terrible, bro.
But not just this game, bro. He didn't play that great last game either.
Yeah, I mean, but he coming out injury, he missed some time, all that stuff, man. It jump be hard.
Got Nico Collins down.
Yeah, missing the best dude. Like, so some and the weather. Them boys ain't used to playing in that tight weather and all that. It's gonna be some
brick out there, boy.
Yeah, you don't want it to be that bad, obviously, but it's gonna be a little bit sloppy because, like I said, Drake didn't play the perfect game either. Obviously, he didn't throw all the books, but he didn't play the perfect game either. Guys are gonna make mistakes. Like I said, he'll learn to grow from it, but it definitely, it raised some eyebrows. I mean, when you a GM and everything, like you like Casario probably like, hey, we might have to look at somebody like this all season just in case, right? Just make sure we really got our guys. So. Yeah, good win for the Pats. Like probably going into it, we thought it was going to be an ugly game, and they just got to grind it out. They figured it out. And once again, I think this upcoming week, which we'll get to that, it's going to be a similar type matchup. You got to grind it out. It's going to be low scoring most likely. Like I said, Stidham probably going. He gonna have something on his mind. Stidham was our quarterback for a little bit.
I was just gonna say
we signed Cam in 2020, so I'm sure he still feels the type of way about that. So I'm sure
Stiddy was there.
Yeah.
He probably licking his chops like, yeah, that's the matchup I want. You know what I'm saying? The AFC
right.
Like, yeah, play my old team. So I don't know what y'all takeaways from the Texans versus Pats game this past weekend.
I just think again, the injury bug kind of caught up to, Houston late. And, we talk about it, right? Missing Nico is huge, bro. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, that's somebody. And him and Gonzo probably was going to go at it or whoever y'all would have put on him. But just that presence out there of having a baller on the outside can open up things that, for guys like Christian Kirk, who made some plays in this game. I also think, bro, it just really showed that Houston really missed Joe Mixon down the stretch. And I mean, obviously he's been hurt for the whole year, but just having a running back like that of that caliber that can kind of slow things down and kind of take out all that pressure off the quarterback so that he don't have to throw that much. Now, granted, when he had to throw, it didn't look good at all. And I'm not trying to bail CJ Stroud out at all. But I just think, man, y'all know in this league, you got to have somebody, in the backfield that can kind of slow things down, get those 2-3 yards, make it, second and medium, third and shorts. And you can kind of open up the playbook from there. But I'm excited for New England, bro. Just, for y'all to get back to the AFC Championship, I'll be honest with y'all. Since TB12 left, I ain't see this in a deck of cards anytime soon. And Drake May and what Drake May and Mike Vrabel, Mike Vrabel's have been able to do for that team and to get them back to this moment. It's kind of one of them things like, bro, I'm rooting for him. Of course, y'all boys' home team played for him, so I kind of want to see him do good, man. I really do.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. My takeaways from that is, man, that the Texans, they're big time receivers, like you said, man. They had some guys that was missing. But they had guys that was in their place that was dropping key passes on clutch downs. A lot of third down drops, a lot of drops in in moments where you could have had a big play, continue to drive going. Kirk dropped a couple of passes. I know the back dropped a couple passes. I know the tight end that came in dropped a couple of passes. It was all around bad, man. It didn't look good. The Patriots probably look like they look like a normal team, finally for the first time in a while against the Texans. But I mean, like James said, man, you not being able to get a rhythm in the run game against a team like the Texans, knowing that they're gonna come out there and they're gonna let Stroud throw the ball. There's always an opportunity for big plays to be made. I know, like I said, those guys dropped some passes, but just having the Texans out there and just having guys out there, like you said, man, like a Mixon or, that Marks kid couldn't really get, I think his name is Willie Marks. He couldn't really get going and Chubb couldn't really get going. You know what I'm saying? And that's just man, it's playoff football, bro. And I don't care who your running back is. You got to be able to establish some version of a run game. And if you can't, man, it's going to be a long day for you because Josh going to run it. He'll give you 20. He gonna give the backs 25 carries, and they're gonna have 85 yards, and he gonna be cool with it. So,
100%, man. So we'll talk about the AFC NFC Championship before we get into the college football game from last night. So obviously we got Pats Broncos. The spread is the Patriots -5.5. Obviously because Bo Nix is hurt, so that's a pretty. It's kind of steep a little bit, in my opinion, regardless of who the quarterback is. Then we got obviously Rams Seahawks. It says Seahawks -2.5 on that one. So I mean that's probably about right. Rams going on the road and whatnot. So what's y'all thoughts going into these matchups?
You got it, Warren. Talk your shit because you've been waiting all day. So go ahead.
I ain't gonna. I don't talk too much. I just hey, like I said, DK, what that boy say? Stand on business, fam. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. We beat them earlier in the season. They beat us most recent, but I think it's gonna be a very close game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's gonna be a very close game. Obviously, we talked about going into Seattle how hard it is to win in Seattle. But I think if it's any team in the NFC that can do it, it's us. I just based off of the last game that we saw, right? It was a couple of plays here and there that needed to be made for for us to win the game, it was a couple plays that needed to be made for them to, solidify the game, which they did, right? But, I mean, I just think that you saw a different defense out of – first off, you saw a better defense out of Seattle, too. Seattle –
yeah, them boys. Ooh, them boys suck.
Hey, them boys.
Them boys out there.
I ain't gonna start.
Them boys out there.
Them boys flying. But I think what the game's gonna come down to, in my opinion, is if we can keep the same defensive momentum. Again, we didn't make all of the plays last week, but we looked a lot better than we had, the prior 3-4 weeks. And they continue that momentum, I think we're going to give Sam Darnold some trouble, because I think it comes down to how Sam Darnold plays, in the NFC Championship. We remember how he played last year. Is he going to correct it? How are we going to come play as a defense? Because we haven't played our best ball toward the end of this season, right? And this past week against, the Bears, obviously with inclement weather and things like that, it took a toll on both teams, as you could tell. But we need to build off of that. And especially going into a hostile environment, defense has to be cranking on all cylinders. And then on the offensive side of the ball, we got to figure out how to get the ball in Puka's hands, because the Bears did a really good job of throwing us off. First off, sending them corner blitzes. They were on our tail, boy. Like, they were in Staffy's face, right? Wasn't able to get Puka the ball as much as he normally does. And I know that Seattle's going to see that and game plan around it. So it's just something we got to be able to fix. And I think that if, like I said, we come to play on the defense side of the ball, I think that is going to be a long day for Sam. And I think, we have the weapons on the offensive side of the ball to make it a high scoring game.
Something that you didn't say, and I think the key piece to this game on the offensive side for the Rams is finding a way to get Devontae Adams involved and back on track. Yeah. As far as just making these big time plays, right? And I think that's what's so crazy to me, because I feel like we waiting for that. We waiting for Vontae to have that game, and I think this is it right here, right? Like,
but he's had those games already.
But I'm saying majority of the playoffs, it's been
playoffs.
Majority of the playoffs has been like last week. I mean, he had 2 catches, right? And one of them was a big time catch, and then the sideline catch was crazy, and it was in a gotta have it moment. But just knowing how the Rams are going to game plan against Puka, right? Like, I mean, if you had to pick between stopping Puka and Devontae, you gotta contain Puka. Mm-hmm. Vontae, you gonna get some of them looks where, right, playoff ball, you've known to be that big time caliber player. Now is your moment to get these boys to the Super Bowl. So that's who I think is gonna be the key piece for LA's offense, bro. This upcoming week.
I just feel like Seattle match up so well with y'all.
Oh, for sure.
And
sure.
With Witherspoon, they got obviously what's the other
Joe?
Joe. They got Joe. They got Emon Warrior. Big safety.
Yeah.
They got some dudes that they definitely they can cover and whatnot. And but you said y'all can play well against them too. But it's gonna be an interesting matchup depending on how they try and match up against y'all. I think whoever wins. Coach cliche, but whoever wins that turnover battle, I think that's what hurt y'all when y'all lost the game a few weeks ago. So whoever won that turnover battle, I think that's who ends up winning this football game. I think each offense can run the football. Each offense can be explosive at times on the outside. Like whatever quarterback don't turn that rock over or running back don't fumble the rock. Like I think that's what it's going to come down to. 'Cause I think each team gonna come to play. Y'all both know each other extremely well, so it's like. I mean, you could dial up the greatest game plan ever, but there's only so much you could do. So it's like whoever makes it defensive, I think that's gonna be the difference.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and listen, man. The Rams been playing well, bro, but man, Seattle is I feel like Seattle's different in the playoffs, man, and they know how to play ball, and they gonna stick to their guns. I mean, they got a lot of experience over there, so. I mean, I'm even when the Rams won the Super Bowl, bro, I was still kind of iffy just because, listen, Stafford, a great quarterback. I'll take nothing away from him. But he usually, every now and then, he have them games where he throw them 2 picks.
He do.
And that worries me because Seattle is going to capitalize on that. He going to have them games where he throw them couple of picks, man, and y'all can't afford it right now. You know what I'm saying? So if you go out there and he does that, I mean, it's going to be a long night for LA. It's going to be a long game for LA. But if he do what we are used to him doing, if he go out there and be staff and this come to a last drive, whoever get the ball last at the end of the game, I'm going to trust him over Sam Darnold for the last drive.
I was gonna say, and I was gonna say, like, don't get me wrong, like Sam Darnold didn't have the best game last week either, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sam can be very pedestrian, so he's another guy that can easily, put two in the defense hands. So it's
true. That's
true.
He ain't healthy for real.
And he ain't healthy.
Yeah, that oblique.
Tag that oblique a couple of times. Oh, for sure.
Who y'all DC? Who y'all DC?
Don't matter who it is. You tell him you gotta hit him.
He dialing that up.
Blitz his ass, man.
Dialing that up.
You gotta hit him.
Staff not healthy neither, though. Ain't nobody healthy.
Ain't nobody healthy.
Nah, but bro, as a quarterback, bro, everything you do revolve around that oblique. When you turn and hand the ball off, when you throw the ball, everything is just movement for a quarterback. Everything. You know what I'm saying? When you got to reverse out and hand off a power play, like all of that stuff is gonna be working, and they gonna hit him, bro. We know they're gonna hit him. You know they're gonna get to him and hit him. Is he gonna be able to stand in that paint long enough? Is he gonna be able to take that shit and keep getting up? You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be the tough part. And like y'all said, man, Sam Darnold, raise up. Like y'all said, bro, Sam Darnold ain't got the best track record when it comes to playoff football. He just don't. Yeah. If I'm gonna choose an opponent, I think I've said this a couple times. If I'm gonna choose an opponent, I'm gonna choose him. I'm gonna choose him to be the quarterback of that team that I'm going against.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. They gonna need a run game to win that football game. Like Kenneth Walker, he totally
Charbonnet hurt though. Charbonnet hurt.
Charbonnet hurt.
K-Walk,
but the same thing.
So K-Walk had to told it.
The same thing with LA, and I will say this: I've been watching. Can't nobody run the ball on Seattle. So that's
hard.
We did the last game.
Okay.
We did the last game.
Yeah.
Kyron gonna be solid, bro. He gonna have his hands full though because he gonna have to carry the whole load. Yeah. I think Corum hurt now. You know what I'm saying? Both backup backs are hurt. Who's gonna
that ball, Kyron, fam?
Hold that rock.
Let's stop talking about it, man. Remember what happened against Philly last year? Let's not talk about it. My guy, he been toting the ball, in playoffs. Let him do his thing. I ain't gonna say no much more, but
turn the page. Then we go to the AFC Championship. We got Pats Broncos, man. Obviously, most people gonna pick the Pats to win this one based on the quarterback situation, which I do like the Patriots, but I think this game is going to be much closer than what people are expecting. Like, if we watched the game last week, we saw how that pass rush of the Houston Texans still got after us. We're facing another good.
That's the number one defense in the league, though.
Yeah. But still, these boys ain't that far off in Denver now.
Nah, they right there.
Hey,
they right there.
Hey, that boy, Nicky Foles was sending some shots now.
Yeah, Bonita look good out there, man. But Bonita raw. He raw.
He gangster for sure.
He definitely good.
Y'all trying to add some fuel to the fire, huh?
Man, for the Broncos and their fans. I know it's been an emotional 24 hours. I feel for Bo and the team, and I'm sending prayers for a strong recovery. A positive note going into this game versus the Patriots that they struggle against backup QBs and championship type.
Hey, chill out, Nick.
Hey, watch out, Nick. Hey,
that's crazy.
You got
Nick a God-fearing man, bro. I don't know what he got going on. Nick a God-fearing man, bro. I don't know. He chose violence today.
Yeah, you don't mess with the Patriot fans, man. They gonna get after you.
What would that be saying? 23,000 retweets.
Hey,
3.4K comments. Oh, they selling out. I know they selling out.
For sure. Hey, but
he only one.
He did throw for like 500 yards. No, what Brady did, but he did. It seemed like he threw for 400.
He threw for like almost 400.
No, he balled out, but let's look at that game. Them boys are making some crazy catches too now.
Crazy catches. Corey catching the back of the end zone was insane, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I never seen him make a play like that before all season, and I ain't never seen him make a one like that afterwards.
Alshon catch for that tug was crazy.
Yeah, Alshon's catch was crazy too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that Corey catch was under review for about 3 years after that.
But
all hands were on that mud now.
That was that was a catch if I ever seen one. Hey, we ain't gonna take it though.
My dog hands did come off that ball now.
Man. Hey, we done seen 2 calls this weekend. One was called a catch. One was called a pick.
Hey, two different plays, man.
No.
Two different plays.
I said that earlier, LG. Same play.
They are. You can call the plays different, but they are the same plays, bro. Somebody catching the ball with another guy, with a defender having the ball as well.
Nah, DA already had caught the ball before he came into contact,
and then the dude grabbed the ball.
Cook shit was crazy.
The boy grabbed the ball at the same time, like
cool. Nah, bro.
Man, they on the floor.
Run the clip.
What you mean that boy together? And then they rolled over. Then,
nah, bro. It's the same, bro. It was the same, bro.
As a DB,
it's subjective. It's subjective, bro. The referee, it's their discretion.
As a DB, I'm tall, bro.
It's at their discretion, bro.
It's if it's ever a 50-50 ball with the receiver, it always go to the offense. So,
but DA wasn't a 50-50
But that's the rule,
ball.
though. That's the rule.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
DA's wasn't a 50-50 ball.
He caught the ball first.
But you gotta survive the catch. You gotta survive. You gotta survive the whole catch.
He did.
He already got the catch.
He caught the ball, knee touched the ground, and then they pulled the ball.
So y'all saying B. Cooks ain't catch the ball?
He caught it at first, but he never hit that when he.
So if he caught it at first, that means he down by contact.
He caught it at first, but they both had their hands on it. Like it's like nobody knew who had the ball at that.
That's a little iffy to me, dog.
Boy, funny, bro.
You can watch the play.
I watched it. I watched it, bro.
I watched it too. Yeah, boys. They butt Buffalo.
That's a little iffy, dog. That's a little iffy.
The ball was moving the entire time he went up in the air. Like he never completely secured it like himself. Like Devontae literally, he caught secured it by himself.
Knee down.
And then the boys start pulling at the ball.
It was a bang play. It didn't happen that slow.
Yeah,
he caught that bitch. Then his knee hit the ground. Then it grabbed for it. No, that dude was it was like a sequence. It was fast, bro.
It's not the same. He was going across the middle. He caught the ball. Then they tried to rip it from him. That was not the same. Like if Cooks would have caught the ball, got them 2 feet on the ground, then dude tried to rip the ball from him. Yes.
It's about a wrap for my dog Cooks, man.
It would have been different.
You got to get him on there, man. About time, bro. It looked like he went to sleep on that on that play for a second.
Oh yeah,
it did, bro. The way he rolled over after Buddy caught the ball, he was just looked crazy. So hey, man, it's about that time for you, man.
He was hooping a little bit in the back half.
Yeah. No, he was. Right, he always gonna be super fast. You know what I'm saying? But man, boy, anybody put their hand on him, boy, it's always ugly at the end.
Hey.
Always.
Really, Josh could have gave him a better ball, a better tug. To be honest,
If he'd have threw that's what I said, bro. That's what I said. I said, bro, if that's it, because he got him by like 2 yards. If you throw that, you got to throw that to the front pylon. That's a tug. But he had to turn around and stop and. I mean, that's, but they ain't gonna never blame Josh. They ain't gonna never blame him.
No.
Josh can't do no wrong.
They can't do no wrong.
Oh, man. Last but not least.
He'll turn over magnet, though. He turned that bit over more than anybody, bro. Fumbles and picks, bro. He throw that bit over like 3 times a game.
Yeah, but he scored 5. But he scored 5 himself.
Nah, bro. This the league, bro. You can't. That ain't no good trade off.
It's not.
It's not. That is not a good trade off.
It's not. But
he raw though. He cold though. I ain't gonna cap. He wanted them.
Yeah, for sure. Last but not least, we got to talk about this national title game from last night. We had Miami versus Indiana. Indiana does the improbable, and boy, go undefeated. Took down some tough opponents. They took down Ohio State. They took down Oregon. Who else they took down? Miami.
Took us down twice.
Yeah.
The boys ran it back.
Beat us down in Illinois. Ran us.
Fuck them niggas.
Indiana. Ran us out of Indiana. So. I mean, shout out to the boy, man. You got to give credit where credit is due. Kurt Signetti.
I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Hey, you got it.
I ain't trying to hear none of that. All the niggas like 24 years old, bro. Man, them niggas out that big. But them niggas out there supposed to be 3-4 years in the league.
3 years.
I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, man. Hey, them boys supposed to be, bro. Nah, bro. I seen the stat that said it's 140 players in the NFL between the ages of 21 and 24. They got 40 players between the age of 22 and 25. But that's crazy, bro. Nah, bro. I ain't trying to have that, bro. Nah, bro. Yeah, everybody can do it. Yeah, you right. You right.
56 years. In 56 years.
Man, some of them guys 7-year seniors, bro. 7 years in college is insane. But you got, Trevor Lawrence have been in the league for 3-4 years already.
That nothing to do with them butt whoopers. You better line it up and play. I don't care how old you is.
You ain't lying.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just
that grown man strip different though.
Hey, what?
It is.
They got
the manhandling niggas, bro. They was out there manhandling niggas, bro.
They got whole 401ks and kids.
Got retirement set.
Hey,
y'all boys gonna get out of college and get their retirement, man. I'm hot, bro. I ain't like that shit.
That's crazy. Them boys playing about Indiana winning the chips. I ain't hear this much complaining about Alabama when them boys winning chips all these years.
You expect that,
bro? Here's the thing that's crazy. We talked about this. Indiana ain't had a winning season, Bro, before last year, bro, they had a winning season, but they haven't they have 5 bowl games in the last 20 years, period, since 94. Bro, in what world did you ever see Indiana making it to a playoff, let alone a big-time bowl game, let alone a Big Ten championship before last year? Never.
Fam, them people just won the national championship, bro.
Bro, them boys.
We all LG. I mean, y'all Big Ten now. We all Big Ten guys here, bro. Come on, fam. Indiana was a stat game, bro.
We beat them fools. Bro, James, I know you remember that, bro. Our freshman year or second year, bro.
80 on them boys.
80 on them fools, huh?
Bro, come on, bro. Look at that, bro. That's crazy, bro. You don't go from, bro, Alabama at no point in Alabama history were they ever getting beat like that. At no point in history were they ever getting beat like that. Like, bro. So that's why you can't say you can't sit here and say y'all ain't giving Alabama that kind of hate. Alabama win championships after championship after championship.
You got 55 stars. Y'all wasn't complaining about that. Like, boy, got the best.
At least they're 18 though. At least they're 18, 17. But they got a kid, bro. Miami got a kid that should be a senior in high school right now, bro. Bro, Malachi Tony is 18 years old, bro, playing against 24-year-olds, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, y'all beat them people 83-20.
83-20, bro.
Ooh, let me see.
But y'all dropped 28 in the second quarter?
Yes, bro.
Ooh, boy, you and Monty went crazy, bitch.
Stat game, like I said. Stat game.
Yeah, y'all niggas went insane, boy.
But like I said in the group chat, man, don't none of that history stuff matter no more.
Not Scott Tolzien.
Yeah, my dog Scotty T. None of that stuff matter no more.
They don't. No, I don't. NIL changed the game.
NIL and the transfer portal.
Yep.
Wait, what?
You can erase all history in one.
Rewrite it. Restart it.
Bro, before, like just a couple weeks ago, how many people were in the transfer portal? Like 1,400 or something like that?
It's insane. And a lot of people going to be on the outside looking in, too. So it works for some guys.
A lot of those guys are going to get what they think they're going to get, though.
And guess what?
Only the top guys going to get that.
Yeah.
Guess what the crazy part is? Indiana's about to reload.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, but they got money, bro.
Bro, they got money, bro.
Mark Cuban
put some bread in there.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, bro. Them boys about to
come
reload.
on, bro. Hey, Phil, listen. Hey, listen to me. Hey, Uncle Phil, listen to me, man. We got National Signing Day on February the 4th. I'm coming out there. Man, I need a huge check wrote so we can delegate these funds to some of these top 5-star guys in transfers, bro. Because this is unacceptable.
Y'all getting them already.
Nah, listen, bro. This is unacceptable, bro.
Recruiting class every year.
This is unacceptable. We can't be getting our ass beat by the likes of Indiana. We can't do that, bro. We can't. Not even twice a year is embarrassing, bro. It was embarrassing. Bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, y'all had
they beat y'all, boy. Wait, hold on. My fault to cut you off one.
56 to 10 or something like that.
The people hung 30 on y'all at the half.
Yeah, it was nasty.
They could have dropped 60 or 60.
Pick six out the gate. Pick six out the gate told me everything I wanted to know about that game.
Yeah. He knew what time it was. Yeah,
I already knew what time it was. I'm like, bro, if we're gonna fight, we're gonna have to fight early. Now is the time to fight. It's gonna get out of hand quick.
Hey, LG Perk just put up, bro. Y'all got the number 2 recruiting class coming up, fam. So,
Yeah, y'all got plenty of fun.
Hey, Perk, bro. Don't worry about that, Perk, bro. Don't worry about that, man. Hey, got number 2 recruiting class in the country, bro. Hey, bro. Perk, tighten up, Perk.
Oh man,
now 5 stars right there.
Yeah, but we ain't got no transfers though. We do got the young guys though. We get all the young guys. We do. We get all the young guys coming out because Oregon is such a desired place, like a desired place to go because you get all this nice stuff, and you don't got to be a starter to get the money. You could be a 6th-string guy that's making $250 grand, $300 grand. Like that's the perks of being in Oregon. But I mean, if you're trying to start your life early because you ain't going to the league, cool. But if you want to play, if you want to ball, bro, you got to pay some money to go get them guys.
Yeah. Hey, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Kurt Signetti was just the first one to get cutthroat, cut them young bucks, and go get some old heads in the transfer portal, bro. If y'all, get with it or get lost. Get lost.
It ain't gonna work for everybody.
Nah, it's not. It
ain't gonna work for everybody.
No, it's not. But still, shoot, my dog.
Some coaches got to build a culture. They got to build it. You know, we're gonna get these young guys, and in 2 years we're gonna be good. Type shit.
My dog, when they got bankers and
nigga said, I ain't got time, bitch. Boys getting fired after 1 or 2 years nowadays. I got to win that bit now.
And he went and did it.
Yeah, dead ass.
Hey man, but we got to go to the money down play of the week, man. We got to go back to that national championship game, 4th down, Indiana. Gutsy play call right here, them boys.
Fernando.
You be pro.
Got blasted 2 times though. You don't feel none of that once you score that tug.
Nah,
you don't feel none of that
adrenaline high.
James probably ain't feel nobody touch him on that 2-point conversion. He probably ain't feel nothing. I dragged the nigga in with me. Yeah, bro, you dragged the nigga in with you, bro. Oh. For real? Somebody was holding on to me? I don't know how I got on the ground. Yeah, bro, he was on you. You carried that nigga in there, though. Fuck all that, nigga, tug.
Hey, man.
Hey, bro, completely unrelated, fam. But I just saw, on this highlight, I just saw one of our old players at Wisconsin, bro, number 37, Riley Nowakowski, bro. Oh, yeah? He was an old Wisconsin guy, bro. Went and got him a natty, fam, bro. We need to change some shit at Wisconsin, dog.
Sometimes you need a little change of scenery, dog. That's all.
Bro. We done had a few guys that done left our program, went on the greener pastures now. Hey, some gotta change, fam.
Xavier Lucas,
Riley Nowakowski. Who else about to leave?
Xavier he did his own thing. What like he wasn't getting treated right?
Nah, that's fair.
He
said he knew it was coming. He said he knew it was coming.
No, I'm out of here.
Now Mendoza's younger brother left. He was just younger. Right after the game was over, that boy said, "I'm gonna get on up out of here. I know y'all ain't gonna play me next year. My brother 26. I'm only 18. I know y'all ain't gonna. I'll come back when I'm 24. I'm hating, bro. That's a rivalry game for us now.
Oh yeah. Everybody gonna have them lined up now for sure, man. Indiana, man. Who would have thought, boy, it's gonna be the number 1 team in the nation, probably coming.
Bro, we can't rival with them niggas, but that don't even feel right.
Hey,
can't even rival them. They gotta win a couple more years, bro. Before they become our rival, bro. They gotta win a couple more years.
How crazy would it be? They fuck around only win 5 games next year. 4 games.
Yeah, them boys winning, boy. They got
boy gonna win.
He said it's already started.
Signetti got it, boy. He know what he doing. Whatever his blueprint was, if he ever leave Indiana, he gonna follow that no matter where he go. Yeah, bro. He might get a bigger job, bro. Yeah. That's my thing, is bro. Indiana's a big job. Don't get me wrong. That's a D1. You won a natty, but bro, some of these big schools like the Gators, like Florida Gators and stuff like that. That's hiring head coaches, bro.
I don't know if he takes it.
Man, shit.
Indiana got that bread that'll keep them right at home.
Florida Gators is an iconic organization, boy.
I completely understand that, but he done started something at Indiana. They gonna pay that.
Fam, them boys won the Nash, bro.
And if you look at it, bro, Indiana fits him, bro. Indiana fits him. That's his type of program, bro. He fits Indiana like a glove, dog.
Yeah, I ain't never really been over there like that. that, but he looked like somebody that would act like somebody. He'd act like an Indianian. Like I ain't never been there before, but he just looked like one of the people that's like, bro, you see my dog facial expressions, bro?
Boy, can you imagine him being? Can you imagine?
It'd be like he'd be looking at the side of his glasses all the time.
That's crazy.
And down on the ground. I'm like, bro, what you looking at, bro?
Hey, could you imagine him? Could you imagine him in Miami, bro?
Them boy gonna turn him out.
Kirk had a boy right, man. Kirk.
Yeah. Go ahead, LG. What you was about to say?
Uncle Luke gonna have it, boy. Uncle Luke gonna have that big going crazy out there in Miami.
Michael Irvin. Man, come on, bro.
Yeah, bro. Now he probably ain't built for that. You got to be a certain type of You got to be a certain type of dude to go to a place like Miami, though. You can't go do that. You see, they hire former players.
He coached at Bama. So I mean, it's different, but he
was an assistant.
It don't matter. He's still coach there. Either way.
Yeah.
Well, but here's the thing. Bama, Tuscaloosa and Miami are two different things, two different places.
Sure, but you're getting like similar type caliber players. You know?
Yeah. But he's getting that now at Indiana. Now he's getting that.
He is now, and he's gonna get more now.
Yeah. It's gonna be on the popping. So it's gonna be interesting to see how long this run goes.
I can't.
What? You can't get grass fat. Them boy want to chip.
Bro, Indiana, fam. I can't.
Malachi Tony transfer to Oregon, bro. We'll
Malachi Tony transfer to Indiana, fam.
No, bro, that'd be crazy, bro.
Except for
come on to Oregon, bro. We got a bag for you. Everything, dog. Everything, but I'm gonna make sure they get it to you.
Just came to Indiana, though. That's it.
Hey, you might have to see Indiana twice a year, fam.
We ain't got a him, though. We ain't got a him. Add him to our mix.
Y'all be lit, though. Y'all got Henry. Y'all got the other dude from last year. And then,
number one.
We finna lose our tight end. We finna lose the tight end. He's gonna be the number one drafted tight end.
But y'all got one right behind him, though. That was
that's even bigger than him.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
From Georgia, he's from Georgia.
Yeah,
he's like the number one basketball player out there too.
All that sound good, man. Till y'all play Indiana.
What gonna happen when y'all play Indiana? That's what I want to know.
We don't play them next year.
Y'all locked away. Y'all locked away. We want all the smoke next year. I'm sliding to that game. I gotta pull up. I'm gonna be there all week. I'm gonna be there all week. Monday through Saturday. Yeah. Hey, pull up, bro. Hey, I'm gonna have pull up. I'm gonna have a studio for us and everything. We're gonna be straight. I gotta go get some straightening that week. For real. I ain't like that, bro. Maybe it was more personal to me because, bro, one of our coaches on my staff at Mountain Point at the high school, the O-line coach went to Indiana, so he was selling out. Oh, he was selling out. After they beat us the first time, he was selling out. I couldn't wait till the second game, and they whooped us. Down said, bro, hey, let me pull up and watch the game. He said, let me pull up to watch the game over there. I said, nah, dog. Nah, I can't. Go watch that bitch at your house today. Or go to a bar or something. You ain't pulling up over here, dog.
Hey, bro. Oh, man. That's
good ass live, dog.
On that note, man, that's a wrap for the Money Down podcast on the Believe Network. My FanDuel. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the episode, man. Keep liking. Hey, shout out to Indiana.
Man, shout out to Indiana, man. Shout out to Indiana, man.
Shout out to Indiana.
Gotta give them their credit, man. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to Zignetti, man. Shout out, man. Yeah. Good job, coach.
Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep showing love. We appreciate you.
Hey, Rams house, baby.
Pass Nation, we back.
Pass Nation, baby.
Back,
we'll see y'all soon.
Pass Nation.